received notification from the Tennessee Economic and Community Development Bureau that we had received a grant to start a regional business accelerator in Northeast Tennessee. Now this is part of the Jobs for Tennessee program that the governor has, and he created 9 business accelerators throughout Tennessee. The regions that the accelerators work in roughly conform to the development districts. So our region consists of 8 counties in Upper East Tennessee. Now, the purpose of a business accelerator, and I'm going to be brief with this because I know you have a busy agenda. When they first said, we want you to apply for a business accelerator, I talked to David Lawrence here, who's going to be the executive director of the accelerator, or who is. And David has worked with our incubation program in entrepreneurship for quite some time. And David said, well, we've got one. We've got the Innovation Laboratory, which is our business incubator. Well, as it turns out, the more we got into it, we soon realized that a business accelerator is not a business incubator. It's something entirely different. It's much more active, and it is much more, it entails much more close work with the people who have business ideas. Now what an accelerator is, what our accelerator is going to do is essentially 4 things. One, we're going to identify individuals who have high potential business concepts within the 8 county regions. Too often, all of the activity that goes on within our Northeast region is focused on Washington and Sullivan counties. That's not what we're about. Our mandate and our belief is that we need to actively engage all 8 counties in Northeast Tennessee. And we want to actively engage with the economic development professionals and the economic development boards, because you're going to be partners with us in this enterprise. And we're going to ask you for a lot of help, because the first thing, as I said, we've got to do is go out and identify people with good business concepts. And we'll talk about what we mean by good business concepts momentarily. But the question is, how do you do it? How do you do it in 8 counties, with 6 of them being essentially, or 5 of them being essentially rural? Well, the first thing we do is we go to the people like you who know people in the community, who have ideas. You know people in the community who finance businesses and who have vetted entrepreneurs who have ideas. If you have any idea about people that could possibly have a sound business concept that, with help, can develop into a business that creates jobs, send them to us. Now, when I say with help, that's what the second thing we're going to do. We're going to, once we identify people with high potential concepts, we're going to meet with them. We're going to see if there's some way that we can help them develop their concepts. When I say develop their concepts, I mean build a strong business plan. Help them build their skills so that they can go into the market and actually create a business. Once we get them at the point where we feel that they have an understanding of what it takes to start a business, they have an understanding of what it takes to sell goods and products to a market, then we're going to help them nurture them and help them refine these skills and develop a business plan whereby they can go out and they can launch their businesses. Now, by launch, we mean secure financing. We're not just looking for people with ideas, we're also looking for businesses that haven't commercialized yet. By that I mean, if you know somebody who has a business in their garage and they've just started up, or they've been working in it for a year or 2, and they're kind of, working their way towards becoming a real business, they're ideal.